I welcome you all here, those who have been introduced, and the distinguished members of Congress and military leaders, veterans, others who are in the audience. Today I am announcing the normalization of diplomatic relationships with Vietnam. By helping to bring Vietnam into the community of nations, normalization also serves our interest in working for a free and peaceful Vietnam in a stable and peaceful Asia. We will begin to normalize our trade relations with Vietnam, whose economy is now liberalizing and integrating into the economy of the Asia-Pacific region. Our policy will be to implement the appropriate United States government programs to develop trade with Vietnam consistent with U.S. law. As you know, many of these programs require certifications regarding human rights and labor rights before they can proceed. We have already begun discussing human rights issues with Vietnam, especially issues regarding religious freedom. Now we can expand and strengthen that dialogue. The Secretary of State will go to Vietnam in August, where he will discuss all of these issues, beginning with our POW and MIA concerns. I believe normalization and increased contact between Americans and Vietnamese will advance the cause of freedom in Vietnam, just as it did in Eastern Europe and the former Soviet Union. I strongly believe that engaging the Vietnamese on the broad economic front of economic reform and the broad front of democratic reform will help to honor the sacrifice of those who fought for freedom's sake in Vietnam. I am proud to be joined in this view by distinguished veterans of the Vietnam War. They served their country bravely. They are of different parties. A generation ago, they had different judgments about the war, which divided us so deeply. But today, they are of a single mind. They agree that the time has come for America to move forward on Vietnam. All Americans should be grateful, especially that Senators John McCain, John Kerry, Bob Kerry, Chuck Robb, and Representative Pete Peterson, along with other Vietnam veterans in the Congress, including Senator Harkin, Congressman Colby, and Congressman Gilchrist, who just left, and others who are out here in the audience, have kept up their passionate interest in Vietnam, but were able to move beyond the haunting and painful past toward finding common ground for the future.